All right. Well, Stetson Bennett got some praise today from Mel Kiper, who, of course, is the longtime draft guy. Really made the industry in a way of over at ESPN. Mel Kiper Jr. has been doing it since the early '80s. Here's what he had to say. He had a list of 10 guys, and Stetson Bennett was one of them. Here's what Mel Kiper wrote on Monday. He said, "I thought Bennett had an outstanding workout Saturday, both in the passing drills and in the athletic testing. Since he didn't play in an All-Star game after his season ended, this was the first time NFL teams have gotten to see him up close. He threw the ball very well. He ran better than expected. 4.67 40-yard dash." Mel Kiper goes on to say, Bennett's college production isn't in question. He completed 68.3% of his passes with 27 touchdowns and 7 picks in 2022. The question is more about his frame, as he measured just under 5'11, a little taller than Bryce Young, and his arm strength. He says Bennett throws the ball hard, but he can he and then he asks, can he consistently connect on a deep out down the field? An arrest for public intoxication in January didn't help his stock in the eyes of front office executives. Bennett will also turn 26 as a rookie. Still, he's in the round 4 range on my board. I think he'll have a long NFL career. Yeah, the arrest. I have talked about the arrest probably a lot more than I should have, but the arrest is not helping Stetson. He had a really good combine, and that's just all there is to it. And um, you know, I'm not surprised. I mean, I wrote about this earlier today or last night, excuse me, on Dog Post. Um, and Stetson, all these guys at Georgia, they're very used to pressure. They're used to these moments, and you know, I just think that when you're making that list, and by the way, Nolan Smith made this list too. So there's some subtle criticism from Mel Kiper Jr. here. Part of it was about the arrest. I think everybody's criticizing Stetson about that. That's not new. And then secondly, you talk about how he did not work out at a All Star game. So that really was a big deal for the NFL, as it turns out. I think but they want what they want so bad. They want to see these guys. I've told this story before about the time that the Bengals were looking at at David Pollock and just were like grabbing him and holding him, and like they wanted to see how strong he was. This was during an event at Georgia, and these coaches, they're looking for any piece of data that they can get their hands on. And for Stetson Bennett, they wanted to see him, I'm sure, compete after the fact, after the national championship game. But Stetson has been going. I mean, it's a lot. It is a lot of. It is a lot of football. There's a lot of football that he has played over time, um, and he just, I guess he didn't want to, it just didn't work out, whatever you want to call it. And he didn't play. He didn't do that. It's just Stetson's prerogative. It's not up to the NFL teams to I wouldn't say dictate's the wrong word, but it is another piece of data that they didn't get that they wanted. So um, it's just what it is. But nonetheless, hey, listen, our friends at DoorDash, you can get 50% off first DoorDash order up to a $20 value when you use code DAWG, DAWG, just like dog post, but it's just dog this time. 50% off, $20, no minimum subtotal, and zero delivery fees on your first order when you download the DoorDash app in the App Store. Enter the code DAWG, DAWG. Don't forget DAWG, DAWG for 50% off your first order with DoorDash. We might go with DoorDash tonight. I think a lot of y'all saw me earlier today going to go get food. We might go with DoorDash tonight because I have not started dinner yet. And, this is the night that my wife works later, and it's up to me to do it. So maybe a DoorDash night. The question is, where do I go on that front? Because there's a lot of local stuff too. I mean, that's the big thing. So again, DoorDash app and enter the code DAWG, dog. Well, I think it was a good, really good moment, I guess you could say, um, for Stetson to work his way up um, the draft board. I mean, he had a good day. He had a good, performance. I think that it was important for him to get out there and throw. Again, he's really big in big moments. He's shown that over time. I think probably the worst game he played, he did not play well, obviously in Jacksonville in 2020, but he got hurt. He didn't play great in 21 either. But he was hurt in that 20 game. 21, he had some throws. He just didn't play unbelievable against the Gators. But I think was a big weekend for Stetson. Stetson's on our cover. Listen, by the way, I'm gonna run out of confetti here at some stage. Keeps dropping out. I'm gonna run out of confetti at some stage. So, make sure you're ordering this. If you want confetti, you need to order now. The book has been delivered to a lot of people, not everybody yet, but order it today. I haven't even shown us got the confetti falling out. This was one thing that really made people excited about Stetson and what he did, was his running ability. But if you get the book for no other reason, get it for the Ohio State story. That was really, I have to say, it was really well written. A lot of detail in it. I don't know what kind of this is the last thing I want to say about the confetti in this video. I don't know which one you're going to get. You may get the heart confetti, of which there are a couple of types. So I'm just going to tell you that was legitimately what was on the field. It was bizarre to me, but if you get some of it, it's championship. It's championship confetti. So I don't know what to say, but I thought it was a big moment for Stetson, a big, you know, he needed to perform, and he did. And I think that while it's not surprising, a lot of the stuff that Mel Kiper said was exactly correct. Again, he said, I thought Bennett had an outstanding workout Saturday, both passing drills and in the athletic testing. Since he didn't play in an all-star game after the season ended, it was the first time NFL teams got to see him up close. He threw the ball very well. He ran a better than expected 4.67 40-yard dash. I expected him to run faster than that, personally. But that's just me. Anyway, he goes on to talk about him and Bryce Young. Stetson is going to have his opportunity to, have a career in the NFL. And where he goes is probably going to be the biggest, what's the word? Have the biggest impact on that as time goes on, because, landing in the right position, like anywhere in the NFC South, that would be a great place to land. That for Stetson would be an ideal situation. But anywhere that guy gets to go and compete will be ideal for him, because he's used to that. He's done that now for 3 years. It's nothing new for him. And I mean, I think Stetson Bennett's opportunity here is high. Now, I don't know. What I don't know is, will he throw in Athens in about a week? Will he do? I mean, if you're gonna do workouts for protein for individual workouts for teams, yeah, obviously you're gonna do that. You're gonna throw then. You're not just gonna just say, oh, I'm gonna only throw the 60 or 80 balls I threw at the combine and that's it. If teams want you to work out, you're gonna work out. But I'll be curious to see what happens with Stetson in a week, not from today, but in a week here, just to see, hey, where's this guy going? Is he throwing more? Is he going to run again? I don't really know. I mean, I would throw just because you're a quarterback, but I don't know if I do the other stuff. Anyway, thanks for watching.